going to be like, yes, we can, but we're going to need a ten to $25,000 deposit.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of families don't have that, which is a certificate of deposit. And a lot of families don't have that readily available because if they did, they'd go towards a car or a house payment or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so what we do here at Primerica is to give families 12% account for as little as $25 a month, rather than asking for the ten to $25,000 deposit. But all this is cool and all, but we'll actually come over here and show you how we get paid. So if you were
Who
to
is
search
we in that sentence?
we as in me, how I get paid, how our employees get paid. That's
Do
how
you
I'm looking pretty good right
do
now.
you
This is
get do you not get a 1098 or a W-2?
We get a 1099, yes. Not a 1098, but we do get a 1099. So, that's
Okay.
actually, yeah. So I'm sure you seem like a very, very knowledgeable guy. So I'm sure you know that, with the 1099, you're a independent business applicant, which, you can start writing things off of your taxes. You can start doing everything.
So
You could
you're
buy
subcontracted by Primerica.
exactly. That's exactly what we are. So I work under Primerica, but I myself am an independent business owner.
So that
So
makes them not liable for anything you do.
no, I mean, I guess in a way, yes, you are correct. But at the same time, since I am contracted by Primerica themselves, if I do something in terms of the company, then yes, I would get in trouble for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's say you were to search up what company has the most $1 million earners, Travis. You can do it right now, and I'll wait for you. It's going to show up on Google every single time. Primerica has the most $1 million earners. And, you
I'm sorry.
know,
What? Google what? Repeat it, Silva.
Google right here, it's on the screen. What company has the most $1 million earners or produces the most $1 million earners
Is that before taxes or after taxes?
after taxes? Because since, like you said, the 1099, so we file our taxes at the end of the year, same as always. And we actually have to put away that money for taxes, the same way a DoorDasher would.
Actually, it's not Primerica. It's actually Herbalife.
Herbalife, really?
Yes.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome that you found that it was Herbalife. Because every time I've looked, I think that I see Primerica, but maybe I'm searching on a different search
Should I
engine.
be concerned that when I Google that, I also get hit with a bunch of is Primerica a Ponzi scheme? Is Primerica. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything concerning. Anybody who works in the company does unfortunately get those allegations. I did have to deal with one of my recent hires, actually. We told him this is not going to be easy money. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not any type of scheme. If you're willing to put in the work, you're going to make a lot of money here. And the proof is in the pudding. Like, I didn't get here by messing around. I didn't get here overnight. I put in the work, I put in the
where
hours,
are
and
you?
I'm actually in Glendale right now.
So you're at the hotel on Brand?
No, I'm in the apartment complexes on Brand, the Lexon Glendale. I believe that's what it's called. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't really look at it.
I'm aware of where that is.
Yeah, it's right by the Great White Hut.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't get here by just, sitting around hoping for quick money. You have to put in the work, put in the hours, and
What
that's just
is
how
how
it
much?
is.
Yeah,
So
what
the
is
first
the
thing I'm going to show
money?
you, which I know it's a little bit, it's not like you already don't know this information. Like I said, you're a smart guy. Oh, but wait, actually, first, I never fully explained the Google searches. Yeah, a lot of people do get hit with pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, MLO scheme. It's just because what's the difference, Travis, between putting up a we're hiring sign and me sitting down with you for an interview after Dimitri told me that we're hiring?
Uh, because this would actually be classified as multi-level marketing, which is just a fancy way of saying pyramid scheme.
So is it multi-level marketing if Starbucks puts up a "we're hiring" sign and then you sit down for an interview?
Well, it's different
How is it different?
because
How's,
as a Starbucks employee, I'm not recruited to go and find others.
but others are also, I'm sure if Dimitri was working at Starbucks and he told you, hey, we're hiring, you ended up working at Starbucks, wouldn't that be the same thing?
Called a recommendation.
Well, that's a recommendation,
Yeah. And what
and
Dimitri
you,
did is he recommended you to me. So
uh huh,
this isn't completely certain. It's entirely up to you. Just like at a job interview, you can choose to take the job or you can choose to not take the job. We're not forcing you into anything. Dimitri said, hey, this Travis guy is a good guy. I think I want to sit down with him. And that's exactly what we're doing here.
uh
So,
huh.
yeah. And in terms of
Oh, it's two
the
teams.
pyramid scheme, we work the same way any other company works. We get promoted by on
You
levels.
climb the pyramid, not the ladder, brother.
Exactly. Exactly. But what's the difference between a corporate pyramid
No,
and,
no,
a mom and pop
no,
shop
bro, you're
pyramid?
gonna be dog shit.
A lot.
Like, aren't pyramid schemes illegal? And how are we going to
Oh,
get onto the
nut.
New York Stock Exchange if we were not a completely legal company with a product to sell? Because in
You want me to
pyramid
go down the
schemes,
list of
I would
companies
be
that are on that
making
were
money
on the
off
New
of
York Stock
recruiting
Exchange
you.
that were
And
completely
unfortunately, I'm
illegitimate?
not. I wish I was, but I would just be teaching you how to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So
my god.
at the end of the day, we work exactly like a regular company is. The only difference is we like to help out as many families as I can,
Mm-hmm.
as and I can only help so many families at one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta let people know what we're doing here
Okay.
is great,
Okay.
and we're trying to help families out. So I'm sure you know this four quadrant model. There's employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. Employee, 9 to 5 worker at Starbucks.
No.
Self-employed, you're door dashing or you're a nail tech or barber. Business owner, Starbucks CEO, the guy at the top. He doesn't work because the guys at the bottom, like you were talking about in the ladder, are doing all the work for him.
I
And for an
understand that.
and for
Yep.
an people who put their money into stocks and then their
Mm-hmm.
money makes more money, or they invest in real estate.
Are you a stock owner?
I'm not hugely into stocks, but I do own some stocks here and there. I'm more of a mutual fund type of person because I'd rather not take huge gambles on stocks. I have a friend who works with us in the company of Primerica who is a huge stock trader, but I'm more into mutual funds instead.
Okay.
Yeah, I play with my money safer that way because, if one stock crashes, I won't lose all my money that I put in my other stock.
Scared money don't make money, baby.
That's true. That's true. But at the same time, I'm already making money. I don't have to be scared. Stocks are just for a little, savings account. My mutual funds, that's where I keep my money. And I
Okay.
took a big risk by joining this company because, like you said, you see a lot of bad reviews. Who on earth would join this company? I did, and now I'm living good. So I wasn't scared when I made that one. So here is what we do here, okay? Because, you know, I don't make any money off of people joining the company. This is actually what we do. So a plan A usually is, known as cash value, universal life, whole life, and a lot of other things. So let's say the husband is covered for 150K, the wife is covered for 150K, the children aren't covered at all, and they're paying $300 a month. In a plan B, the husband's covered for 300, wife's covered for 300, and child's covered for 25K. Which one do you think looks better, Travis?
Depends on what the needs of the family are. This doesn't tell me anything. This just shows me a bunch of numbers.
But which numbers actually look better? Because just take a look at them.
Still
Which
flush on
numbers look
door.
better? Would you rather pay 150K and 150K for $300 a month, or 325 for half the price?
No, that's not.
Nice shit, bro.
It's $300 a month for 150K in coverage. But the thing
Yes.
is with Plan A and Plan B, you're not telling me what's being covered and what's not.
So this is life insurance. This is life insurance. So if the husband or wife were to pass away, the family would only get 150K or 150K. Now in Plan B, if the husband or wife were to pass away, they'd be getting $300,000 and they're paying half the price.
Mm-hmm.
So which one do you think makes more sense?
B.
B, right? It's a no-brainer. And in life insurance, like I said, it's if somebody were to pass away and they're paying half the price. The numbers speak for themselves, purely life insurance here. And for helping a client switch from plan A to plan B, or just start off with a plan B, we make anywhere from $200 to $900. And
Who does?
I do. So let's say you were a client, okay, Travis?
Mm-hmm.
For a client, I would go over this presentation with you. And at the end of the presentation, if you were to decide
This
you
is
want
so
life
stupid.
insurance,
Yeah, no shit.
I would make anywhere
Holy
from
fuck.
$300 to $900.
He's actually
It's a little
ignorant.
outdated. It's $300 to $1,000 now, but what'd you say what the presentation is? And
Okay.
show them is the presentation. So
So how much does this guy above you make?
he is actually a division leader. So if he were to make the exact same sale that I make, he would probably earn about $200 more than I do on the same sale, just because I'm not at that level yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all on percentages. I'm about to get up to the ladder that you were talking about. I'm going to show you how that works actually. But first, helping one
Oh, we
client
agreed
a
on
week for a
period.
month roughly is 6 hours of your time. Letting them know about, life insurance, all of that. The same presentation I just showed you before this. You can make anywhere from $800 to $3,600 in those 4 clients.
They're like
And
the
like I
guys in
said,
fucking Hell's Chicken.
I'm
They're
making
trying
pretty
to
good
hustle
money
us
here.
to sell life
I
insurance.
make roughly about $2,000 in 4 days on average. Every 4 days, I'll get a check for about $2,000.
What do your taxes look like?
My taxes, it's the same as always. It's just that the only difference with the 1099 is that we pay taxes afterwards, since my taxes aren't taken out immediately. So I'm not sure on the exact amount of tax that they take off, because I don't do my own taxes. I take them to a guy. So I'm not sure on what the actual federal tax is, but I would have to put that away. Yeah, actually, you know what you're talking about. Do you know what the federal tax is?
6%? I'm not entirely sure.
Depends on
well,
I
what,
don't-
like,
I don't really pay
margin of
federal.
income.
Yeah, it's on brackets, so it depends on what your income is. But I think
Okay.
I paid like 6% last year.
Yeah, I trust you. I know you know what you're talking about. So we'll go with 6%. I would basically have to put away 6% of everything I make so that I can pay taxes at the end of the year, just like a DoorDasher. And
I thought this made significantly more than a DoorDasher.
It's just
oh,
for
it
the
does,
frame of
but
reference.
the payment is still the same, because a DoorDasher would also follow their own they're self-employed, so they would also need to put away half of whatever they make in order to pay for taxes, because DoorDash does not take away federal and state taxes. So as a DoorDasher, you need to put away some of the money so that you can pay those federal and state taxes once they come in when you file for your taxes at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing here. It doesn't matter if I make $200,000 here, I'm still going to have to put away 6% so that I can actually pay my taxes at the end of the year and I'm not committing tax fraud. So these are the levels you were talking about. So the company pays us for an entire year. Let's say I were to sell a policy for $90 a month, multiply it by 12 months, that's $1,000 because they front us a year. So as a rep, everybody starts as a rep. I started as a rep. My mentor started as a rep. Dimitri here started as a rep. So for selling a $90 a month policy, that's $250. For a district leader, that's $500. Division leader, $600. Regional, $700. And RVP is a 130 percent. That's 100% plus a 30% bonus for being that RVP. So you were asking me, how much does the guy make above me? So right now, I'm a district leader. The guy above me is a division leader. So he would be making 10% more than whatever I make if we were both made the same sale.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I work. That's how that works. And actually, my broker, my investment broker, he got from representative to RVP in 7 months. It took him 7 months to go from the bottom to the top. So, like I said,
getting
I'm
third
not
by a
offering you
fucking
quick money
red
here, Travis,
team.
in any way, shape, or form. If you want to chase the bag, you can go for it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been in the company for half a year now, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. I just
What's your average income?
My average income is anywhere from I'd say four to $6,000 a month. It's not too much right now, but I'm living pretty comfortably. Pretty comfortably. I mean, my rent here is only 3.1K or something like that. So that leaves me with maybe I don't even know. I usually have about $2,000 left over, and I don't have to really pay for anything because I ride a motorcycle. I'm good on gas. I
What do
pay
you
for
ride?
fuel. I ride a R1. R1. I'm looking into getting a Sportster, but I don't know. A
You're a
Sportster
little
is
big for a Sportster, Alex.
yeah. See, that's exactly why I'm not sure because they look incredible.
I
They
ride
look
a 1991 FXR.
really
Yeah.
nice. Where are you from? Are you still in Glendale?
No, I never lived in Glendale.
Really?
Nope.
Wait, so how were you always at Hoover?
Because I went there for school.
But you weren't actually in Glendale. Oh, you know what? That's fair. I never lived in Glendale either. I moved here after I started making money, but I lived in Azusa the entire time I went to school in Glendale through Columbus, Toll, and Hoover. The only reason I went to Hoover was because, I'm not sure if you remember, but I was a huge band nerd and I genuinely, loved our music program. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I put myself through all the trouble of going from Azusa to Glendale.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Oh, the only reason I asked that though is because I was gonna say riding a motorcycle in this city is really hard. I mean, with all the drivers, it's kind of crazy, which is one of the reasons that I also want to get a cruiser, because just for safety, I do have a little bit more life insurance than anybody else, because God forbid I pass away, my family's gonna get a lot of money, and
I'm dying to ride and riding to die, baby.
yeah, I mean, my mom always told me, like, the risks. I know the risks I'm taking when I'm getting a motorcycle. Like, if I pass away, it's gonna be on a motorcycle, which is why, I ended up getting myself a little bit more life insurance than my mom actually has. Because if I go out, it's gonna be on that thing. But yeah. So let's move on to the next slide. Like I said, it took our RVP
So this is
7 months
pretty
to
much
get to
what
the top.
someone at some
And
Armos at fucking
here it is. This is what I was talking about.
Hell's
Building a
Chicken
team.
pitched
Since
me
you
and
are a
Eugen.
business
You
owner
pretty much
under
go around, sell
Primerica,
life insurance,
okay?
and you make a cut off the, you make a percentage off the policy
And
sale.
let's see.
What happens when everybody has it?
Laptop's kind of dying. So let's say you're a district leader,
I don't
because we're gonna get
fucking
you
know.
promoted to district
Exactly,
They
leader
have
that's what-
within the
kids.
next two
No, they
weeks. You
have
bring on
kids, and
Mary,
your
John,
kids
and
have to
Jim.
get hooked on it.
Jim
You know?
had a bad
Yeah,
week, but Mary and
that's what
John, they made
makes
some money. They helped out 4 families.
That's what
He
makes it
helped
a
out 4
pyramid scheme.
families, and you helped out
Well, then
4
you take
families.
all their
You're a
money and
district
then you
leader
just do
now,
whatever the fuck you want with
and
it.
Well,
you're up there.
watch what I'm
So
gonna pitch. I'm good at
I'm not
this.
sure where you've ever
Okay.
worked, but have you ever gotten paid to train somebody?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's great. That's incredible. Actually, I didn't get paid when I trained somebody before on my own job. Here, we do the exact same thing,
I'll be right back
and
with your
Primerica
kids.
actually gives you a bonus saying, "Thank you for training Mary. Thank you for training John, and we're going to actually, give you a bonus." So, because the difference of 25% to 50% is 25%, you're gonna make as much as they do off of a sale as a training bonus because you taught them everything that they know. And you helped out 4 families as well, made $2,000, and made $2,000 on a training bonus. That's $4,000 part time, and I do this full time. So,
But that's what you make doing full time.
What's up?
That you said that's what you make doing full time.
Yeah, that's actually what I do make doing full time because at the end of the day, I'd rather help my family out than help myself out. I'd rather give my money to my family than keep it for myself. I want to make sure
Okay.
the things are good before me. If you're talking about actual like what I made like net worth, it's a lot more. It's probably somewhere around $11,000. But like I said, I don't have much to pay for, so I give most of it to my family. I want to make sure that my parents are set before I'm set. I got a lot of life left in me, and my parents they are getting old. I want to make sure they don't have to worry about anything when they're older.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to do what we do, you need to get licensed through the state. So here at our company, we actually offer any one of these licenses that you see here. And for our job specifically, you need the California life license, since we do sell life insurance. But you can get any of these however you please. And if you were to get any of these on your own, it would be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that here. $3,000 to $5,000 is a lot, and like I said, if somebody had $3,000 to $5,000, they wouldn't be using it on licenses. They would use it towards a car payment, a rent, or something. Not a lot of families or not a lot of people have this type of money to do this. So, luckily for you, though, our company actually pays for everything. Everything here at Primerica, they pay for it. It's completely free, at no cost to you. So, this license, they know that you're gonna love what you do so much, and you're gonna get paid well while doing it, that they're confident in
This
investing
is
$3,000 to
such
$5,000 for you. So,
Tristan.
the only thing you would have to pay for is a federal background check, which I'm sure you know. You're a smart guy. I'm sure you do know how a background check works. And it is just a deposit, because once your background comes back clean and you get licensed, it's going to be given right back to you. But the company is investing $3,000 to $5,000 in you, and the least they want to make sure that you do is actually get licensed. So that's just a little deposit.
So I have a question.
What's up?
What happens when everyone has life insurance under Primerica?
I've thought the exact same thing, but
Who are you going to sell to?
yeah, I've thought the exact same thing, but really, it's nowhere near. It's nowhere in the near future, because, like I said at the very beginning, around 48% of Americans don't even have life insurance, and the other, I think last time I saw the other, I don't know how much of a percentage is, but there's only like a good 10% of Americans who actually have Primerica. So I wouldn't say that that's happening anytime in the future. And I deal with a lot of policies from State Farm, Allstate, Geico, Aflac is a big one, that actually we beat their prices. We beat their prices and we beat their life insurance. So we got a lot of good stuff going on here. We get a lot of people switch, and a lot of people don't even believe in life insurance.
Where did you get your statistics that state that 24% or a quarter of all Americans don't have life insurance?
Let me actually take a look. I don't know exactly. I know it does show here, though. Let's take a look here. I'm glad you asked that question, because I don't even know where I would have gotten those statistics from. We actually got them from Statista.com, that in January 11th, 2022, nearly 48% of Americans had no life insurance coverage in 2021. Under life insurance ownership in the U.S., 2021.
You said what is the site called?
Statista.com.
Okay, and the percentage is what?
48%.
America is legitimate.
Okay.
I asked my mom, and she was, because they have life insurance through Primerica. I think my mom does.
So,
and she was telling me a lady tried to pitch the
yeah,
same shit to her
that's
fucking
basically all it
in the,
is. The
in
last
the
question I have to
grocery
ask you,
store.
like I said at the beginning,
Dude, this is a
would you rather
fucking
get started
pyramid
part-time or
scheme.
full-time?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Would you rather get started part-time or full-time?
I'm in school.
Okay. Yeah.
So full time.
Yeah, that's doable, actually. So since this is a remote company, I'm actually, working from over here. You can work pretty much any time from anywhere on your own schedule. Like I said, helping out 4 families.
Dimitri, how many hours do you put in a week?
On average?
In total.
I mean, because I'm doing this full time, so I'm putting anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours every single day. But
but I thought the whole point was to escape the 9 to 5.
Yeah, but as entrepreneurs, you have entrepreneurs out there pulling 60 to 80 work weeks. So doing 40
Have you guys done 80-hour work weeks before?
I hope not to. If I can
no,
put that in
no,
tap
no.
as an entrepreneur, I'd rather do that.
Yeah, no. Like I said, Travis, we're not offering you quick money. You can make as much money as you try to. So
I do well for myself.
what's up?
That's good.
I do pretty well for myself.
Okay. Yeah, and that's incredible.
It's
to
just
hear.
commission-based
But
selling.
a
That's
little
all.
extra money never hurt anybody. It's always nice to have a little extra income. What's the worst that could happen? You make some more money, and yeah, up to the how many hours do I put in? Realistically, it's how much I want, how many hours I want to put in. Like right now, I don't have to be working. I don't gotta be dressed up all nice. I don't have to be out here. But Dimitri told me, hey, I really think this guy would be good. So I'm out here putting in the work, but I could have completely, after my last meeting before this, I made some money after my last meeting. I could have just
So what's your bonus for me joining?
I don't get a bonus. Not even a little bit. Not
What's the
one bit. I
incentive?
wish I did, because I would have gotten a lot of money from the amount of people that I've brought on. But I don't
So
actually
what's the
get
incentive?
the incentive.
Yeah.
There is no incentive. The only incentive that I actually have is to make you some more money.
Interesting.
My PC is actually dying.
So by me coming on, that pushes who up the pyramid?
Absolutely no one.
So how do you progress then?
By your production, you progress by your production. If you're good at what you do, then you're gonna go up. It doesn't. I can even surpass the guy above me if I put in that amount of work. Like
Uh-huh.
you can work whenever you want as an entrepreneur, but I'm in business for myself. I make my own income. I work whenever I want, but that's not gonna stop me from, I guess, as you put it, escaping the 9 to 5.
That's how Dimitri put it.
Oh, okay, Dimitri. Yeah, escaping the 9 to 5. I mean, I could walk out of this meeting right now if I wanted to. I could literally just end the meeting and walk away. You can't
Okay.
do that at a regular job, can you? You can't just walk out. If you do, odds are you quit or you're fired, or you'll get a severe warning. You can't do that at a regular job. But after this meeting, I'm probably just gonna go sit in the movie room and watch something. You can't do that at a 9 to 5, can you?
Well, you're still working a 9 to 5. It's just different times of the day. But
Well, I mean, I could go watch a full movie and then hop on another appointment. At a 9 to 5, you can't do that.
Depends on your job, bro.
Unless your 9 to 5 actually does give you 5 hours of breaks. If that's the case, then yeah, you can do it all you want. But I can take a full day off and then hop at a meeting at the end of the day. Does that mean that I worked the 9 to 5? Because I had a meeting at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, I didn't work in between.
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do have guys here who are actually in the military, full-time parents. Some go to school and work. I actually know a guy who runs fights at like a strip club or something. He owns a clothing company.
That sounds relatively illegal. I don't know if I would include that in your sales pitch. Just saying.
Well, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just talking to you. Like, at the end of the day, you went to school with me. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. And I don't think it's illegal because it definitely is sponsored and people know what's going on. If it was illegal, there wouldn't be posters on it everywhere. So, yeah. And he works for us to make some extra income. Because like I said, some extra income never hurt anybody. Even a guy that has 4 jobs wants some extra income.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what's the plan here?
I don't know. You tell me.
What does it
Well,
take to
I
get
asked you,
started?
would you like to get started part-time or full-time?
I said
Part-time.
part-time.
All
Or
right.
no, actually I said full-time, but
Yeah, but you also, you gave me a little laugh, so I thought you were just joking. But,
No.
all right. So what we're gonna do here is, I'm actually going to open up my app. Actually, I gotta move inside because my computer is going to die right now.
Alex, do you still smoke weed?
No, I stopped that. I stopped that a long time ago because I smoked a lot of nicotine, and nicotine and weed, it maximizes. It basically shoots up the dopamine like crazy, and
Yes, it
started
ruins your baseline dopamine levels.
Exactly. And I started having like severe anxiety because of it. So every time I smoked weed, I had like really bad panic attacks, and it just killed it for me. Now I haven't smoked weed in about two years or so.
Good for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great, but sometimes I would appreciate if, I could have some fun with the homies, like with Dimitri, but it is what it is. All right, give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna move somewhere, just because my laptop's at 4%. I will be right back.
So what do you think of his pitch, Travis?
I thought it wasn't a sales pitch.
I mean, yeah, but just pitch in terms of hopping on a presentation to show you what we do.
You really haven't told me anything about what you do. That's the problem.
Well, what kind of questions do you still have?
I could sit here with you for hours, Dimitri. How's Jordan?
So let's. Pretty good. Working, doing her own
Lovely.
thing.
Where's she working?
Credit union out in Glendale.
Where?
A credit union, ClearPath.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so
Good for her.
she's got her own thing going on. But what you been up to? You working a job?
Yep.
Oh, where are you working?
I'm an electrician.
Oh, nice. How's that going?
Great.
So that is good. Oh, but other than that, you're not going to. You said you were going to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like PCC, or you get into like a actual university?
I haven't gotten into a university yet because I haven't transferred out, but
Interesting. Okay. Give me 1 second. I don't know why this fool left. But yeah, so what are you thinking?
well, what is it that you do? That is still not is still unanswered. What is
What
it?
do you mean?
What work are you doing exactly? Like, what are your responsibilities on a day-to-day basis that are what are generating you income?
Life insurance. We help people switch from a plan A to a plan B because I know he didn't really go in depth to it, but 95%. I know you were talking about, what if,
The
what if
graph he
everybody other
showed me,
Primerica?
or where it says Plan A and Plan B,
Yeah.
that is anybody with a brain would understand that is clearly a skewed thing, as it doesn't show any sort of coverage, what it's doing, because that's what makes policies vary in price.
Yeah, if you want those plan A versus plan B, those are literally just marketing terms, just for day-to-day people who don't really understand life
It's
insurance.
statistical
But
manipulation.
if you want to call it that, but if you want like the actual technical term, you got to look into like cash value life insurance, whole life, universal life. 95% of the life insurance policies out there are technically under that plan A. So since we offer term life insurance, that plan B that he was talking about, a lot of our clients have come to us saying, hey, please take a look at my policy. I'm with AIG, I'm with Transamerica. I want you to look at what I'm paying monthly, what I'm covered for, what death benefits I have, and then, if I have any living benefits, because like I said, places like AIG, Transamerica, they don't offer.
Well, Alex isn't here. Can I say something to you?
Shoot, man.
What are you gonna do when let's say everybody in America, because the whole thing is you bring more people on, right? You're incentivized by the company to bring more people on.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah. So what happens when the entire country is on?
Then I switch industries.
So where does it not click that that's a pyramid scheme? Call it multi-level marketing if it makes you feel better.
That's honestly, dude. That's not like that's the way I understand pyramid scheme. You get paid to recruit people. I'm not like we said, we're not making a dime if you were to join today. And on top of that, every pyramid scheme, they generate their income through people, their own employees buying their customers, having their own.
You just said you're incentivized to bring more people on.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I could 100% not bring anybody on. Just
the extent doesn't matter. You are incentivized.
Yeah, but the extent, keyword extent,
What's
just
the
because
incentive?
I could 100% make money without bringing people on.
Advanced Warfare.
So it's like, you know, if I can help out other people from high school who are still working a 9-to-5 job and are looking for a little bit more freedom than what they're
And you're
currently going through.
subcontracted, correct?
Yeah.
Holy shit, they're fucking geniuses. They get money off of you recruiting other people, and they are not responsible for it. That is a fucking genius. I wish I would have thought of it.
Yeah, I've heard some, honestly, dude, from the other horror stories that I've heard from the other firms. I've heard stories of like, okay, well, I joined Primerica, and so the way it works, so once you get licensed, then you're actually like, you know, subcontracted, you're an actual fiduciary. But there have been offices out there where they'll recruit somebody and then they just won't get them licensed. So in terms of a scam, they will have you generate mad leads for them, bring on mad clients, and then they won't even give you a cut of that. So yeah, I've heard some pretty bad horror stories from Primerica, but the office that we are working at specifically, you know, we were putting up the highest numbers despite only being up for 3 years. You know, we make sure to get our agents licensed within the first 2 weeks, 4 weeks max. So, you know, it's pretty good money, even if you are like me. I'm not a big life insurance.
How much is Adrian making?
Adrian Rodriguez?
Correct.
This fool doesn't want to work. He's making 0. So that's what we were saying. It's not like a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, if you want to if you have the drive for it and you want to make money, this is a completely legit way to make money. You know, like I said, I'm not the most passionate about life insurance. I'm not like Mr. Primerica, but you know, if you want to make money, if you're genuinely looking for a way to build generational wealth,
is it percentage-based sales or I'm pretty yeah,
yeah, it's percentage. You get a percentage based on your level within the company.
But the person above you gets a cut, right? The person in the higher up the pyramid gets a cut of what you sell. Whether it's 25%, 50%, or 130, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the higher up the pyramid you are, the more percentage you get as a kickback.
Yeah, I don't know why Alex is being so vague. I was sitting here thinking, you know, Travis is a smart guy. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. Cut the bullshit.
Right now.
You know, just tell him really how it is, and then he'll decide if he wants to join from there. But
well, I'm gonna need to consult some people before I make a absolute decision. And I'll tell Alex that when he joins back, but no answer I give you tonight is going to be definitive.
Maybe Travis should pitch that dude the pictures.
Who are you consulting with?
Tell Junior to shut his fat fucking mouth. I'm trying to keep a straight face right now.
He's trying to keep a straight face.
Okay, yeah, so his laptop died.
Shut the fuck up.
Give me 1 second. Let me send you over the other meeting code, and then we'll join them from there.
What do you mean the other meeting code? Why can't he just join back to this one?
Because since his laptop died, he has to use like one of our other agents' laptops, and that doesn't exactly have the same meeting code.
Does Alex live with other people?
Well, no, but you know he has a team. He has a bunch of other team members over at his place right now. So you know it's just literally like 10 people in a room, all with a bunch of laptops, just trying to push life insurance. Okay. But yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you
this
the
is
code
exactly
right
what these fucking Hell's Chicken or Hell's
we'll go from there.
pitch does.
This is a fucking pyramid scheme.
Not really.
He literally said, bro, he's like, yeah, you can go further up the pyramid.
It's not. I wouldn't say pyramid scheme, but I would say it is like.
Bro, no, it's a pyramid scheme because you move up the pyramid, right? Literally up the pyramid.
You make more money,
and you get based on a percentage sales. Yeah, it's kickbacks. That's what it is.
You make a sale and you get a percentage of the.
It's fucking no, Tristan. Please, just no. Don't let them manipulate you. It is a fucking pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme.
Well, and then you bring on more people. It's not necessarily a pyramid. It's just you're extending your reach.
And just like a pyramid scheme, what happens when that reach has reached the entire country?
It's illogical to think as long as you have as long as there's multiple competing entities within the market, you're gonna have there's gonna be competition. So you're either gonna have to take customers from somebody else, and you're gonna be constantly losing and gaining customers. You know.
which is why I said it's a genius company, because that means the actual executives, not these subcontracted morons, are actually going to be making fucking shit ton. And when it all goes bust, because it is a pyramid scheme, since these guys are subcontracted, they're the ones that are fucked.
Their insurance. I mean, actually, being a subcontractor actually kind of protects you too as well. I mean, because if your insurance company goes bust, then all your employees who are subcontracted aren't like immediate. I mean, they're out of work and shit, but like they're not completely affected by any
This
of
is
the.
just.
It's
I
a
can
shady
s-
business. It's insurance, bro. Insurance is just a shady business. Period. It's shifty.
It's fucking stupid and it's wrong.
Okay, well, think about insurance. Insurance is like a whole. Everybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna pay it." Like you say, you want $150,000 coverage, right? Okay, where does that 150,000 figure come from, right?
I understand. I know how it works.
Okay,
But-
yeah, the 150,000 figure is like a collective of everyone's money who pays into it, and then the insurance company is banking on people not dying,
Well,
so they don't have to do
the
payouts.
company, quote unquote, paying for your license, I'm gonna tell you right now, they get their fucking money. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. They get their money.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the business model.
This is probably one of the stupidest thing. This is stupider than anything that's come out of Leo's mouth in the last 6 months.
I don't know. Hey, this generates money. Nothing out of Leo's mouth generates money.
No, I'm kidding. I love Leo. Leo says things that are so much smarter than whatever the fuck is going on here. Bro, this is the wrong fucking password.
I don't fucking know. I mean, do you want to have to do sales pitches to sell people insurance?
I can sell ice to a fucking Eskimo, dude. This is light work.
Then it would be easy money for you.
It's the wrong password, Dimitri.
Are you serious? I just got into the meeting.
It's telling me password incorrect. Can you read it to me?
Yeah, it should be 909-319-9755.
Say it again.
909
Uh-huh.
319 9755.
That's the password. Okay. Bye-bye.
Peace, man.
Oh, he said... Oh, I see. Luca Medina. Oh.
What are you laughing at?
Bro, it's just all these losers from high school that all they ever did was smoke weed, and now they think they're the fucking shit because some company threw them a couple grand. This is pathetic.
You know, I don't respect the profession at all.
I don't respect any of these people. This is clown shit to me.
Eh.
They say they don't want to work a 9 to 5.
Bro, you're better off being an electrician.
They're lazy motherfuckers. Bro, I went to
Yeah.
high school with all of them. They're so fucking lazy. By the way, when I was texting you on Instagram, I almost texted the black guy in the meeting.
Travis still on call?
Yes.
No.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go back inside because now they can hear them. Okay, because I couldn't find a place outside. He's
Give me just
perfect.
Ginger.
MJ.
Tristan.
Let me sit
Travis.
down here.
Hey, I'll be there in 30 minutes. I'm busy messing with people's heads. Exactly. I'll be there in 30. I'm sorry I'm late.
You're fine.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Mary Jane.
All right.
I worked with an MJ in
while
New
you were
York.
away, I had told Dimitri this, but I'm going to inform you as well. I'm not making any definitive decisions today as to whether I will be joining or not. I have to do some, look into the company, look into some things.
Just look at your schedule.
I don't make decisions just like that based on emotion. Can't dangle numbers in front of me and expect me to hop on a train.
Okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. You know, I completely understand where you're coming from. But this is a life-changing opportunity, and like you told me at the very beginning, scared money makes no money. And in my experience, I've learned that there's usually only two reasons why people don't hop on the team. It's
Do you
either
gamble?
one, it's either one because they don't have the background check fee, or two because they're a little bit nervous about what they're doing. So, which one of those two, I guess, caters more towards you?
Neither.
Neither. So, what is the reason that that's a little bit blocking you out from joining the team?
Well, I like to make informed decisions, and just joining and hopping on immediately while you just throw some numbers at me isn't logical. I don't work on emotions. I work on logic.
So,
and that's illogical and irrational to just do that. So,
okay, and based on the numbers that you've seen and the statistics we've shown you, and you did your own little bit of research here on the phone. What part of that is illogical, since you've actually seen what we do here and how we make our money and the type of numbers that we put up?
The numbers that you showed me were purposefully misleading.
Okay, and how so?
Have you taken a statistics class?
I have not, no.
Okay, then.
So, would you mind explaining to me how they were?
I will not. I'm not trying to come off as a dick or an ass.
Oh, no, I completely understand. Like I said,
I know more than you, because that's not what I'm trying to say here. But what I am trying to say is, if you take a statistics class, it will break everything down for you as to why these numbers are misleading.
Okay, yeah, and I didn't go to college, and I probably won't end up doing so because I'm not very good when it comes to statistics, and which is why one of the reasons that I asked, what part of this presentation was misleading towards you?
Well, let's see here.
This is a dumb rabbit hole. Don't bother.
There's side A. You showed me plan A and plan B, correct? Can you go back to that slide?
Yeah, of course. Let's see where that is on the computer. Yeah. Okay.
Tristan, I know it's
that's
a dumb
not
rabbit
it.
hole, but
There we go.
oops. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole, baby.
Okay, so here it is, plan A and plan B.
Okay, so here's where this is misleading is this is literally just crap smashed together. This as numbers, raw numbers, means nothing. What is plan B covering? What is plan A covering? What are the differences between the two coverages? Usually the reason with plan B that you're able to up the percentage, or I mean up the coverage and lower the monthly, is by bundling.
Okay.
There's no substance to these numbers at all.
So these are actually life insurance coverages, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with life insurance, but this is the benefit. Okay, this is the death benefit. So if I were to pass, let's say I'm the husband.
I know that, but I'm saying, what does that include funeral cost? The insurance has a lot of variables, as I'm sure you know.
Do they sell term or whole life insurance?
It's term life insurance, right?
Yes, it's term life insurance.
Okay.
Okay. So like you're.
Yeah. So this right here, let's say I am the husband, okay, and I were to pass away.
The wife.
The family would get $300,000 if I were to pass away. So they get those $300,000 to use however they please. Like you said, does it include funeral costs? the family would get to choose if they wanted to use that $300,000 and take out $20,000 to $30,000 for the funeral itself.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is term life insurance, we don't actually cover funeral costs, just $300,000 for the death benefit.
But you do understand what I'm saying about how these these numbers show me nothing. You know, like they're literally just, I could put 2.5 million, 2.5 million, 500,000.
Yeah, so you actually, if you wanted to be covered for that much, you could, but it would all depend on your health, age, and coverage. So
I smoke 16 packs a day, brother.
if you smoke 16 packs a day, your monthly premium would be very, very high. It would be very, very high.
See, that's what I'm saying, is there's a lot. You can't just show something like this and it not be misleading, because there are factors like that that matter.
Yeah. And since this is term life insurance, like I said, other companies offer term life insurance as well as other life insurances like State Farm, Geico, Aflac.
Yeah, and a friend of mine, if he bundled life, house, and whatever other fucking insurance, he could get me down to like $50 a month for all of my insurance policies.
Exactly.
But
and
it's
the problem with those are,
do you know what he said when he offered that to me? He also at the same time said, "But if you need to make a claim, don't call me because we're not covering you."
exactly, and that's the problem with very low expense insurances. If it is an extremely low number, odds are there is something with the coverage that we could beat. We could either price match or beat out.
Okay. I will not be buying health insurance from you. Just to clarify.
Yeah, I'm not selling any health insurance. That's perfectly okay. I'm glad you actually brought that up.
I thought that was the whole point of what you do. I thought that was what you do.
I'm not selling anything to you. You will not be buying anything from me. You are completely correct about that. I'm not selling you anything.
So who do you sell to?
Families. I actually do help husbands, wife, children, single mothers, single husbands. That's who we sell to. You know, the people who want to protect their families. I worked with a mother who had around 7 children, and she was paying $100 for each child for their own life insurance. And what we did here at Primerica, that's $700 for each child, or that's $700 for 7 children. But here at Primerica, we allow families to put all the children that they have under one child rider. So she was actually brought all of that down to $200 a month to cover every single one of her children. So those are the type of people that I deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's actually what we do here.
So you sell life insurance and recruit people.
We do bring people onto the team. You know, I'm not out here recruiting. But you know, if you want to be a part of the team and we can help you change your life, you know, with what we're doing here, then you're welcome to join the team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I told Dimitri. I was like, hey, Dimitri, if you know somebody who make a lot of money, somebody who would be really good at this.
And what I told Dimitri while you were gone is, I'm not making a decision today.
Okay.
I came here to listen, which I've done, but I will not be making a definitive decision of yes or no today.
Okay, yeah, and like I said at the beginning, what is stopping you from making that decision? Because you know, you told me that scared money makes no money. And I took a huge risk when I joined the company, and now, you know, I'm living.
Let me help you.
Okay.
Quit while you're ahead. I said I'll think about it. If you push me, it's be a no. Okay,
well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming by the Zoom. I really appreciate it. You know, you can always talk to me, reach out to me, or reach out to Dimitri whenever you'd like. You know, just, you know, DM me on Instagram. I'm sure Dimitri can give you my Instagram. Do whatever you'd like, and we'll keep in touch. Just let me know if you ever want to make some money.
Well, I just want to, you know, I have to consult people, talk to people, get some opinions. You know, this isn't, you know, it's never good to just make decisions on the spur of the moment.
Yeah, I completely understand. You're completely correct.
Especially if they are life-changing as you claim.
Exactly. I was not in a position, you know, I was completely broke. I had to take a huge risk, and it turned out to be worth it. I'm just telling you about my personal experiences. I had $19 in my bank account and I didn't have time to make this decision. So I just went all in, head first. But I do completely understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you. I appreciate you for your time. I will be talking to you gentlemen within a few days.
all right. Yeah. Thank you so much for sitting down. You have a great rest of your night.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
What in fucking tarnation? I'm gonna fucking